Honey, didn't I just spend all last night with you? Why are you in such a hurry today? The company's going public today. I'm busy. I'll come back to you after I'm done. Oh, don't be so impatient. I know you can't sleep alone. If you need company, I'll introduce my bestie to you later. Come in.
CEO Jenkins, something's wrong. Someone is making a scene downstairs. They say your husband harassed his girlfriend.
What?
The rich are so heartless. Chelsea, Jenkins Group President, lets her husband run wild, sponsoring students from afar just to satisfy animal lust. Why isn't she here yet? You in the Jenkins Group think being a big company means you can bully us ordinary people? I'm telling you, this is a live stream. Chelsea, if you don't show up, don't blame me for being ruthless.
Lily is a student I sponsored. She used to live at my house. She picked up bad habits after starting college. Chuck, I've already paid for your and Lily's tuition. What kind of scene are you making now?
Chelsea, your husband did something so shameful, and you ask what I'm doing? Your husband took advantage while I was away. To Lily. He harassed Lily.
My husband? Honey, why are you still awake? You have a meeting tomorrow. Fine, since you're my darling. You can just stay with me then. That's that.
CEO Jenkins, aren't you a dink? How can you have a husband?
This is my private business. I don't think it's any of your concern.
None of my concern? You sponsored my education, but not to care for you in your old age. Now that you have a husband, I'll have to serve 2 people alone. I'm telling you, forget it! No way!
Lily, are you sure you're not mistaken? My dear, would never do such a thing.
Chelsea, your husband abused me for an hour. He choked me. He tore my clothes. You tell me. How could I possibly forget?
Chelsea, Lily is only 18. Why would she ruin her reputation just to frame you?
Lily, I'm sure there's a misunderstanding between you. My darling would never...
Enough, Chelsea. Your husband did something so heartless, and you're still protecting him? Let me tell you, you must pay 10 million today, or I'll have him arrested.
I told you my darling wouldn't do that. And would absolutely never do such a thing.
Is the Jenkins Group always this blind to the truth? The evidence is right there. Stop lying. This girl spoke out about being harassed. That takes a lot of courage.
This woman is totally blinded by love. Even if she saw him commit a crime, she'd still cover for him. Poor Lily.
Chelsea, why won't you believe me? This is being streamed nationwide right now. If I were lying, my life would be over. Would I sacrifice my own reputation just to frame you?
Chelsea, you're a woman too. Why don't you think about Lily? If she wasn't actually harassed, why would she go live to seek justice?
Lily, I know you feel wronged right now, but I still feel there's more to the story.
Chelsea, you're only saying that because he's your husband. I think you just want to protect him.
This woman is clearly trying to cover for her husband. I bet her husband did it.
Exactly. She's playing dumb. She thinks a poor girl is worth less than her rich husband. Keep streaming. I'm going to expose her.
Lily, everyone is here now. They will give you justice. Tell us how her husband mistreated you.
It was last night. Chelsea wasn't home. My brother-in-law got drunk. He cornered me in my room. Let me go. He said I'm prettier than Chelsea. Said he'd liked me for a long time. He even offered me $20,000. Said if I stayed with him, I wouldn't have to go to school. I didn't agree, so he took off my clothes.
Chelsea, here is that $20,000. See this? This is the evidence. Chelsea, what else do you have to say?
Chelsea, I know you look down on me for being poor, for being from the countryside, but we poor people have our pride. I won't trade my dignity for $20,000.
Did everyone hear that? Lily and I are just poor kids from the same village. We're poor, but we have integrity.
Chelsea, you sponsored my education. I always thought you were a wonderful person. But I never expected this. Your husband is a beast.
Chelsea, your husband hurt Lily like this, and you dare to laugh? Do you have any compassion?
I'm laughing because I know my darling wouldn't do that.
Come over here. Explain yourself.
Lily, think carefully before you speak. What's really going on? Don't let others use you.
What? Does the Jenkins group want to threaten the victim in public? Are you going to offer her hush money next?
What else? Your husband wouldn't do such a thing? You still think he's a man of honor? Ugh, he's just a villain. I think you're just used to being cheated on. That's why he's like this.
Think about it. If my darling really was that kind, violent criminal, Lily wouldn't be the only victim. Why? Haven't I heard from anyone else? Did I silence everyone? Don't let yourselves be manipulated. There must be more to this story.
We don't know about any hidden story. Maybe the Jenkins group just paid everyone off?
Hey, she has a point. A rabbit doesn't eat the grass near its burrow. A CEO can get any woman he wants. Why sleep with someone close to his wife?
Because he told me already. He said Chelsea already knew what he was like. He was intentionally away yesterday, so he could make a move on me.
Did you all hear that? This woman didn't just cover it up. She knew. They even planned their escape. Chelsea, your accomplices.
No wonder she won't hand over her husband. They're in this together.
Quick, get the camera on her. Like husband, like wife, this woman's husband is trash, and neither is she.
Chelsea, what do you have to say now? You're an accomplice.
Lily, you need evidence to make up stories. Filing false charges has legal consequences.
I didn't.
I'm calling the police right now. Let the police investigate. As for you, I'm stopping all your funding today. And I'll sue you for defamation.
Call what police? Chelsea, I think you're trying to run. No way. Chelsea, you're so powerful. Who knows if you've bribed anyone? Explain everything on this live stream today.
Right? Don't leave. Explain it clearly.
You and your husband are two of a kind. You want evidence?
Then what evidence do they have? Just based on claims that Lily is injured? Or her worthless innocence? They say my husband bullied her and you just believe it?
The DNA in my body. Is ironclad proof against him?
Chelsea, didn't you want evidence? This is the DNA evidence from Lily's body. Your husband is the culprit. This is the proof. Your husband is a bad man. It's all written here in black and white. Chelsea, your husband can't escape.
Arrest them. Arrest both of them. I've already called the police. No one is leaving.
Do these rich people think they can do whatever they want? Lily might be poor, but she has integrity. Let's see you talk your way out of this.
Lily, is it because of money? Do you know when you couldn't afford college? It was him who funded you. He's your benefactor. How could he frame you? Why are you biting the hand that fed you?
Chelsea, what do you mean by that? Even if your husband funded Lily before, Lily is so pretty. Who knows what his intentions were?
Exactly. What won't these rich people do?
Albeit, her husband funded her just for this. Lily just resisted the temptation.
Chelsea, what will it take for you to believe me? Do I have to die to prove my innocence?
Lily. Lily?
Chuck, leave me alone. My purity is gone. Justice is gone. I have nothing now. I just want to die.
Chelsea, are you trying to kill Lily? Is that what satisfies you? Did everyone hear that? This woman is protecting her husband by claiming the DNA report is fake. One abuses, one covers it up. They're birds of a feather.
This woman is totally unreasonable. She's still making excuses.
Expose her company. She's so biased, just for the money. Now, we'll make sure she ends up with nothing.
CEO Jenkins, this is bad. Our stock price is plummeting.
Chelsea, did you think money could solve everything? Say, this is the consequence. Have 10 million ready today. Otherwise, you and your scumbag husband will lose everything.
Let me repeat. No matter what you accuse my darling of, would never frame Lily.
Chelsea, still stubborn? Are you saying it was Lily who stole your husband's DNA?
Who knows? Maybe my darling doesn't even have DNA to sequence. This report is a complete fabrication.
Chelsea, you'll say anything to protect your husband, won't you? You say he can't produce DNA? Why don't you just call him a eunuch?
Ha ha ha.
You're disgusting. To clear your husband's name, you'll say anything.
This woman is full of lies. Claiming her husband can't produce DNA. Why doesn't she say her husband is a woman? She's full of it.
Fine. Since you want proof, I'll give it to you.
Enough. Chelsea, stop with the excuses. You let your husband frame Lily because you're infertile.
Chuck, what are you talking about?
I'm talking nonsense. Chelsea, you're letting your husband frame Lily. Isn't it because you can't have kids? Oh, I see. You want to buy Lily's child, don't you? Adopting Lily was a scheme from the start. You want to have Lily bear a child for your family, right?
No wonder she's covering for her husband. So, she just wants a child. This evil woman ruined that girl's life.
Can't conceive. So she lets her husband assault a student, using a surrogate womb. That's so wicked.
Call someone? grab the both of them?
Calling for backup? The officers are here.
Police? What's going on here? Who called us?
Officer, I did. I'm reporting Chelsea Jenkins, president of the Jenkins Group, along with her husband, for assaulting my girlfriend. This report is the proof. My girlfriend is the witness.
Miss Jenkins, care to explain? If this is true?
It's not true. They're framing us. My dear would never... And he didn't assault anyone.
Bullshit, Chelsea. I heard it with my own ears. The injuries on Lily were caused by your husband too? What else do you have to say?
Miss Lewis, are you sure the one who assaulted you is CEO Jenkins' husband?
Yes, I'm sure. It was at the Jenkins family home. I'll confront him right now if you don't believe me.
Chelsea, you're crazy. The law is right here. We have the witness and the evidence. You want to recant? I'm telling you, that's impossible. You're finished.
Chuck, you're sure you heard my husband, Glee, assaulting Lily? Lily, you're sure the DNA in your body is my husband's?
I'm sure, absolutely sure.
Officer, I request my dear to come here for a confrontation. Once my darling shows up, the whole truth will be revealed.
We agree.
Honey, come to the office right now. Someone reported you for assault.
At this point, what tricks is this woman trying to play? Chelsea, now that things have come to this, we have all the evidence and witnesses. The truth has come to light. You want to cover for your husband? I'm telling you, it's impossible.
Chelsea, stop covering for him. If you keep being so stubborn, once he's locked up, you'll be an accomplice.
This woman should be sentenced to... At a time like this, she's still covering for her husband. I bet she's the mastermind.
Don't be afraid, girl. I'll live stream this case today. I'll make sure her reputation is ruined.
Lily, I don't know why you're framing me, honey, but I'm giving you one last chance. Tell the truth. Otherwise, once my darling arrives, everyone will know you're lying. Even if you tempted him naked in his bed, my darling would never lay a finger on you.
Chelsea, are you crazy? Still so delusional? No matter how decent he is facing beauty. He can't resist.
Exactly. This girl has such a great body. He must have had bad intentions since sponsoring her studies. Why else would he bring her home?
Chelsea, you think your husband is some kind of saint? I'm telling you, even if your husband were a holy man, seeing my girlfriend, he would still break his vows. I heard it myself.
This injury is from when he assaulted me. He assaulted me for an hour. How could he not touch me?
Since you insist my husband assaulted you, then I'll prove it to you. Look, my husband is here. Do you see clearly now? That's my darling. Now tell me, how can a woman assault another woman? How could she leave DNA inside you?
What's wrong, Chelsea? Didn't you say you'd introduce me to your new best friend? Where is everyone? Is this how you treat your husband?
Chelsea, you think finding this woman will buy you more time?
Chelsea, even if you don't want your husband to go to jail, you don't have to get a woman to pose as him.
Me? Getting an imposter? Let me introduce her. This is my best friend. Her name is Glee. Whenever men harass me, I'll call her honey.
What?
What's going on?
What? Chelsea's husband is a woman?
Then what about the DNA evidence? How could it be a woman? Lily, Chuck, say something. Where did this evidence come from?
This is impossible. Her husband is a woman?
Why is that impossible? As a woman starting a business alone, I'm bound to get harassed by men. Glee acts as my honey, so I can stay child-free in peace. Everyone in the Jenkins High Society knows about this.
Officer, here is my ID. My name is Glee. I'm the husband she mentioned. Anything else to verify?
Correct. The ID is authentic.
Chuck, Lily, see it clearly now? You kept saying my husband. At 8 p.m. last night, I assaulted you in my living room. Chuck, and you said you heard it yourself. Now my husband is right here. Chuck, Lily, in front of the officers and the press, tell me, how can one woman assault another? And how did she leave DNA inside you?
Enough, Chelsea. Stop your nonsense. You think hiring a random woman can fool us all? Ha! I see. This woman is just an actress, not your husband at all.
Chelsea, even if you found a woman to pose as your husband, these injuries on me won't just go away. They're proof that my brother-in-law hurt me.
You two ungrateful backstabbers. Did you forget who paid for your tuition? Is this how you repay your benefactor?
Since you're saying I had my best friend pose as my husband, I'll show you the evidence. Glee,
Yeah.
you're also a girl. Having you pose as my husband, isn't it a bit inappropriate?
So what? You want no kids, so do I, and we're both girls. We can form a no marriage alliance. If, in the future, anyone dares to bully our Chelsea, I'll beat them up as your husband. Ah!
Oh my, stop playing around. Really now? Did you see clearly? I've proven that my husband is Glee. Now, prove how my husband forced you.
No wonder CEO Jenkins denied the assault. She doesn't even have a husband, so how could he?
The one surnamed Lewis, you say you have DNA evidence. How did Miss Gould, a woman, get DNA inside you?
Enough, Chelsea. You think hiring an actor can change the facts. Evidence is everything in solving a case. The DNA I have is proof. Chelsea, call your real husband here right now. Otherwise, I will ask the supervisor to apply for enforcement.
Miss Jenkins, your evidence is inconclusive. Please find your real husband immediately.
Are you guys even listening? I am the husband Chelsea mentioned. There are no other men in this house.
Chelsea, that husband of yours didn't just hurt me once. Since the first day he sponsored my schooling, he's been hurting me constantly. I had 3 abortions for him. I was ashamed, scared of being expelled, so I went for the abortions alone. I'm here to demand justice.
Everyone, look closely. This is Lily's abortion report. Lily was covered in bruises for 3 years. She was violated by your husband for 3 years. What else do you want? Are you protecting Chelsea's husband?
If I didn't know the truth, I would have been fooled by you.
The one named Jenkins, do you have any conscience? Your husband bullied that girl for 3 whole years. And this is your attitude?
She has no humanity left. All she cares about now is her husband and money. Bah.
Chelsea, even now, are you still protecting him?
Fine. Since you're all done talking, now it's my turn. Lily, you said you had miscarriages because my husband raped you repeatedly. Let me ask you this. Have you only slept with one man?
Enough. Chelsea, what do you mean by that? To protect your husband, you'd actually call Lily a slut? You know Lily is the victim here, yet you're rubbing salt in her wounds.
Victim? You call her a victim based on some questionable report? She got pregnant because of her own loose behavior. Why blame my non-existent husband?
Chelsea, you've gone too far. Do you have any conscience? You're just victim blaming.
Chelsea, I may be unclean now, but I was pure before. I'm not the person you say I am.
You were an innocent. Then what about the hundreds of check-ins at Jenkins Hotel? Is that fake too? The records show Lily has only had one man from the start. Not my non-existent husband, but Chuck.
Hundreds of times in 3 years? That's once every 2 or 3 days. Then the baby must be Chuck's.
Right, a miscarriage report doesn't name the father. Who knows who the father really is?
Enough, Chelsea. You forged all this evidence. You own the Jenkins Group. It's easy for you to fake evidence.
I forged the records? Then let's check the security footage to see if the man Lily was with is really Chuck. Everyone, the truth is now clear. Lily and Chuck conspired to forge evidence in an attempt to blackmail me for $10 million, but they didn't realize I don't even have a husband. That is the real truth.
Chelsea, any excuse will do when you want to frame someone. Even if Lily and I are a couple, that doesn't prove your husband didn't force her.
Right. Young couples aren't together all the time. Who knows when your husband assaulted her? Poor girl.
Chelsea, it's because he took an intimate video of me and Chuck. He used it to blackmail me for 3 years. Now you're publicly insulting me. Fine. Since none of you believe me, I'll die to prove my innocence. I'll use this to prove my innocence.
Lily, why are you so foolish? Chelsea, don't you want to cover up everything? This is a live stream for everyone to see. Netizens. They'll definitely give us justice. Look closely. The suffering Lily went through all these years and all these old scars. Chelsea, are these all fake? She's been defiled by your husband for 3 years.
Right. Jenkins Hotel is Chelsea's own company. Testifying for yourself doesn't count as evidence.
Exactly. I think Chelsea is faking it. No matter how dumb she is, she wouldn't leave evidence at your hotel.
Are you all crazy? You ignore evidence and believe these two liars. Does my bestie have a husband? How could I not know?
Miss Jenkins, if the argument continues, the truth won't come out soon. Since you say you've no husband, let's search your home, then the truth will be revealed.
Right? Even if it's cleaned, there'll be signs of a man. If there are no signs of a man living there, then the girl must be lying.
A home search is fine. I agree. I'll have reporters live stream the whole thing. If no evidence of a man is found in my home, then Chuck and Lily are making it up. I'll have the inspectors arrest them immediately. They will be dealt with severely. They won't be getting out of lockup.
Captain Zane, I've just checked everything. There are no signs of a man living here.
I also searched just now. It really is very clean.
Lily, did you hear that? The police have already checked. There's no trace of any man in the villa. Now, tell me, what else do you have to say?
That's impossible. In a villa this big, there's not a single trace of a man living here. You must have moved the things in advance.
Are you delusional? In such a huge house, if a man lived here, how could he move everything out in just a few hours? This only proves that we're telling the truth. I don't have a man at all. This entire incident is clearly a malicious frame-up by you and Lily.
Mr. Hunter, Miss Lewis, after our initial check, there's no sign of a man in CEO Jenkins's home. We're now charging you with malicious frame-up. According to the law, please come with us immediately.
Wait,
Please come with us immediately.
Who says there are no signs of a man living here? Aren't these all men's clothes? Chelsea, you were lying after all. Where did you hide your husband?
CEO Jenkins, you said before that you didn't have a husband. Then what's the deal with this closet full of men's clothes?
I'm not sure. These clothes have nothing to do with me.
Chelsea, stop pretending. Look, there are so many clothes in this closet. If it's not your husband, who else could it be? Tell us, where is he?
This closet has men's clothes for all 4 seasons. It's definitely no coincidence to the viewers in the stream. The truth is about to be revealed.
Chelsea, when I lived here, I kept seeing my brother-in-law entering this bedroom. They're picking out clothes. The evidence is all right here. What else do you have to explain?
Chelsea, you're still talking nonsense. Now that all the evidence is here, who would listen to your lies?
Have you all said enough? I just went to the bathroom. Why did you dig out all my clothes?
Your clothes? Miss Gould, you really are CEO Jenkins's best friend, even at a time like this. You're still helping her lie? Take a good look. These clothes are such large sizes. Even if you like men's clothes, could you actually fit in them?
Who said these clothes are meant for wearing? I'm a menswear designer. These are all my works. Haven't you noticed these clothes are still in their packaging?
Even if you are a menswear designer, how can you prove these clothes are your work? I think you're just here to cause trouble.
Cause trouble? It seems like you're the ones messing around. Look closely, everyone. Every piece I design has my initials good luck on the collar lining. Even if I wanted to fake it, how much time would it take to make all these labels? I manage the men's line at the Jenkins Group. These samples are here because my studio is being renovated. I had to borrow Chelsea's walk-in closet. You all using my suits to frame my best friend. Do you have any brains?
Using this trick again? First you had this woman pose as your husband. Now you're having her pose as a designer. Do you think we're all fools?
Chelsea, I lived here for 3 years. During that time, I saw these clothes. They belong to my brother-in-law.
Lily, are you sure you saw these clothes 3 years ago?
I swear on my life. These clothes belong to my brother-in-law. They have nothing to do with Glee.
Fine. Now everyone has heard clearly. Lily says she saw these clothes 3 years ago. But I had Glee design these for me just 3 months ago. Lily, you say you saw my husband wearing these 3 years ago? Is my husband a time traveler?
It's true. These clothes were only made recently. How could someone have worn them 3 years ago?
Explain yourself, Lily. What is going on? Have you even seen CEO Jenkins' husband? Does such a person even exist?
Everyone sees it now, right? Who is the one being framed? And who has been lying all along?
Chelsea definitely has a husband. It's just that these clothes all look the same. I might have mixed up the timing.
Right. Lily just got the dates mixed up, but the clothes aren't the point. This is the point. Chelsea, didn't you say Glee designed these for you? Then do your samples. Also include this pair of men's underwear.
What? What?
Chelsea, no wonder I couldn't find any men's items in this villa. You were hiding them here. These boxers have been worn. These contraceptives are for men. Would a woman use these? Didn't you say you have no husband? The evidence is right in front of you. Do you still want to deny it?
That's impossible. These aren't even mine.
The evidence is right in front of you. Do you still want to deny it? Chelsea, confess now. Otherwise, what awaits you is the severe punishment of the law.
Chelsea, we have the evidence and the suspect. Just turn over your husband.
Zane, send these to forensics for DNA testing immediately.
Yes, sir.
CEO Jenkins. There's clear evidence you're hiding a man at home. Combined with Lily's charges against your husband, you're suspected of a cover-up and aiding a fugitive. Please come with us.
Officer, I refuse. The truth hasn't been fully determined yet. I'm applying for an administrative review.
Chelsea, this wardrobe is in your home. The boxers were worn by a man. You still want to deny it?
Chelsea, just admit it. Your husband did something wrong. You can't stay blind to the truth.
I'm not the one being blind. You are. I'm just exposing the truth of your setup. Chuck, you clearly planted that evidence yourself.
Exactly. I put everything in this wardrobe myself. How are there male items and contraceptives? You must have just planted them yourself.
Chuck, you think you can flip the truth with cheap tricks? Have you ever thought, if I really wanted to destroy the evidence, why would I leave such a huge loophole?
Miss Gould is right. If she wanted to destroy evidence, she'd toss it, not keep it here. And with 8 cabinets, why did Chuck find it so easily?
That's right. How come none of us could find it? But he found it instantly? It's like he knew beforehand.
Stop framing me. The officers are right here. How could I plant anything in front of everyone? Everyone can testify for me.
Mr. Hunter has indeed been in my sight since he came in. He indeed had no opportunity to take something and put it in the closet.
What else can you say, Chelsea? Even the officers said so. Still trying to argue, just confess already.
If the officers say so, it must be true. Lily was indeed framed by Chelsea's husband. This underwear and contraceptives are proof.
Officer, I'm really not lying. These things were used by my brother-in-law. Chelsea is talking nonsense to help him escape.
Miss Chelsea, please cooperate. Come with us to the station for investigation.
Wait, officer. Actually, I don't want to make a scene. As long as Chelsea pays me $20 million. Plus 30% of Jenkins Group shares. Then I'll sign the settlement. And we won't press charges.
Right, Chelsea. Since you supported Lily and me before, I'll give you a chance. We don't want to be too harsh. Pay up now.
20 millions. That demand is outrageous. But then again, the victim is quite pitiful. Chelsea has made so much money, she should pay some
30% cher plus 20 millions. Lily, your true colors are finally showing.
Chelsea, what do you have to bargain with? Pay up now, or you and your company are finished.
I choose the third option. Officer, I demand an immediate DNA test on that evidence. Chuck, I'd like to see how you'll prove those belong to my non-existent husband.
Chelsea, what do you mean by that?
What do I mean? Since you insist the underwear is my husband's, and the DNA in Lily is from the culprit, then the DNA on the underwear must match Lily's. If they don't match, I'll take legal action immediately. Officer, what are the test results?
Miss Jenkins, the evidence submitted included a DNA comparison. The results should be ready soon. Tech Dep says the DNA from the underwear has been extracted. The results are in, it's a perfect match with the DNA found in Lily, and Miss Chelsea's fingerprints were found on the underwear.
What, Chelsea's fingerprints are on the underwear? Does that mean she handled them herself? The DNA matches. The attacker is definitely her husband. The fingerprints prove their intimacy. Chelsea, what do you have to say for yourself?
Chelsea, the evidence is solid now. We have the witnesses, evidence, fingerprints, and DNA. Let's see you try to deny it now.
Chelsea, I just want justice. Why do you insist on protecting him? I can't help you if you act like this.
Miss Jenkins, the evidence is conclusive. You must pay civil damages to Miss Lily Lewis and reveal your husband's location immediately.
Officer, how are you so sure that the DNA on the underwear matches Lily's?
Of course we're sure. The attacker is your husband. Chelsea, I'll see how you try to play us.
Really? Then let's check the surveillance together. Let's see where this so-called husband's underwear actually came from.
What surveillance video, Chelsea? All the evidence is here. Don't think a stupid video will buy you time.
Exactly. The case is closed. Chelsea, why are you complicating things?
Just now, didn't Chuck swear that Chelsea's husband was the culprit? Why is he so panicked now? That Chelsea is showing evidence? Could there be something fishy going on?
Officer, isn't the case closed? Take this woman away now. She's just causing trouble.
Are you scared, Chuck? Scared I'll show the evidence? Scared? Scared I'll prove you planted this underwear? Scared? Scared I'll prove this husband doesn't even exist? That he's just a straw man you created?
Chelsea, what nonsense are you talking? Don't think you can bluff me and clear your name.
Mr. Hunter, please stay calm. Miss Jenkins, if you have evidence, present it now.
This is surveillance from Jenkins Villa 3 days ago.
What? Chuck really did plant that underwear. Doesn't that mean this underwear and Miss Jenkins's husband have nothing to do with each other?
What husband? There are no men's items in the villa. This proves our Chelsea is telling the truth. The husband she meant was...
You keep saying my husband framed Lily, and that this underwear belongs to him. Then why is my husband's underwear in your hands? Or rather, this underwear is actually yours? To frame me, you even left your own DNA inside Lily, then planted your underwear in my villa to fake the scene. This is all a setup by you and Lily for blackmail.
This video is fake. Chelsea, don't think one video clears your name. No way.
This footage was authenticated by the Forensic Center There's no sign of tampering. Chuck, the evidence against you is conclusive.
So you're just here for the money. What framing? You staged the whole thing. Everyone, CEO Jenkins has provided decisive evidence. The truth is finally out.
Chuck, you thought you were flawless. But I've anticipated all your excuses. The DNA on the underwear and Lily is yours, right? I've already sent both samples for testing. Once the results match, you'll rot in prison.
Chelsea, the report is out. The underwear's DNA matches Lily's, but isn't from Chuck.
What? What? That's impossible! How could it not be Chuck's? Is there a mistake?
No, I double-checked.
What's going on? The DNA from the underwear and Lily's match, but it's not Chuck's. Does that mean someone really assaulted Lily? Then what Chuck and Lily said was true. Chelsea's husband really molested Lily.
Chuck, to win this case, you actually had someone else molest Lily.
Chelsea, you're lying through your teeth. Lily and I have been in love for years. How could I use her virtue to frame you?
Chelsea, it was clearly your husband who forced himself and molested me. He's cunning. He wiped all the traces from my body. Why frame me in return? Haven't you heard us enough?
Is it clear now? Chelsea and her husband are in it together. They used money to erase all the evidence. Lily and I had no choice but to use his underwear from the scene as evidence.
No wonder the surveillance video shows Chuck framing her. Chelsea filmed it on purpose to frame Chuck. She played along just to drive them into a corner.
I told you, I'm not that kind of person, but the DNA in Lily is real. It was your husband who molested Lily.
Chuck, stop talking nonsense. The DNA in Lily was left by that man. You just want to frame my non-existent husband for extortion.
Chelsea, how can you judge others by yourself? You're heartless. Are Lily and I like you? I'm telling you, I would never hurt Lily.
Chelsea, in your eyes, why am I that kind of person? I didn't seduce your husband. It's not my fault. He touched me. Please don't be angry.
Fine. I won't waste my breath on your lies. I'm putting a bounty out right now to find this man's identity. Once he shows up, none of you will escape. Secretary Wood, based on the report I sent you, find him immediately. This man.
Honey, I can't run anymore. Let's just confess. Let's confess. Honey, honey. Honey, I can't get away! Let's confess. No more acting, okay?
Sai. Who are you? I don't even know you.
Honey, stop pretending, okay? I'm your husband. I'm Gary. I don't want to be chased by the law my whole life. You said you'd pay to settle it, so I harassed Lily. You said the child would be adopted by you after birth. I agreed to everything. You can't just abandon me now.
What? This man is Chelsea's husband. Chelsea is the mastermind behind this harassment case. This is absolutely shocking.
Chelsea ordered this man to harass Lily, and she wanted to adopt the child. That's inhuman. Chelsea, the truth is out now. What else do you have to say? Didn't you say you were framed? Who is this man? Why does he call you his wife? And why did he say you ordered him to harass Lily?
Chelsea, so it was you all along. I thought it was just my brother-in-law's lust. I hate you.
Miss Jenkins, please explain. What exactly is your relationship with this man? He says he's your husband, and the harassment was entirely under your orders. Is what he said true? Please answer me now.
Of course not. I don't even know this person. Gary, you claim to be my husband. Do you have any proof?
Honey, we've been married for 7 years. What proof do you need? Honey, stop acting, okay?
Let go of me. Fine. You're just making things up.
Honey.
Gary, you say you've been married to me for 7 years. Then, let me ask you, where's our marriage certificate? Where are our wedding photos? Who was the witness? What are our shared assets? Can't say it? You keep saying we've been married for 7 years, but you can't even show a marriage certificate or a photo. You're a pretty unprofessional imposter.
Chelsea, he clearly harassed me under your orders. Even he's admitted it now. And you still won't admit it? Isn't that a bit irresponsible?
So eager to defend him already? Chuck, Lily, you hired this guy, didn't you?
You're full of crap!
Chelsea, I didn't think you were this heartless. Then, don't expect me to let you off easy.
Fine. Then go ahead and say it. I'd love to hear this. What other excuses can an imposter like you invent?
Chelsea, let me tell you why I don't have a marriage certificate. Because we never officially registered. You said you needed a single persona for business and couldn't go public. All these years as your secret husband, is there anything I haven't done for you? And now, you want to cast me aside when trouble hits. Let me tell you, no way.
Gary has a point. In high society, many couples have no official status. So what if there's no certificate? If he really is Chelsea's secret husband, it makes sense there are none of his things in the villa. It means Chelsea was onto him long ago. She's the mastermind.
Do you people have no brains? Besides Gary just lying through his teeth, what proof does he have? And you still believe him?
I don't have proof? Chelsea, do you think I wouldn't have a backup plan? I know every detail of your body. There's a tiny red mole on your back. And a black mole on your butt. Who else but your man would know these things? How would I know so much if I wasn't your husband?
Chelsea, didn't you say Gary wasn't your husband? How does he know all your private details? How do you explain this?
I don't need to explain. It's Lily. Lily lived in my house for 3 years. How many times did she enter my dressing room and bathroom? How many times has she seen my body? You say only a husband could know these details. But Lily and I lived together for 3 years. Is it that hard for her to tell her accomplice these things?
That's right. Lily lived with the Jenkins family. She would definitely know this isn't proof at all.
Chelsea, why are you blaming me for everything? This has nothing to do with me.
Chelsea, even now, you're still making wild accusations? Fine. Think it's over since you won't admit I'm your husband? You think I don't have hard evidence? Look closely. This is the proof you can't have kids. The agreement to assault Lily and give the child to you, it has your signature on it. This assault was your plan from the start. I'm just an accomplice, and you're the mastermind.
Hey, Chelsea, it's all here in black and white. Plus, your fingerprints. What more can you deny?
Even the agreement is in black and white. Chelsea, what else can you say?
Chelsea, we don't want to be this heartless since you once sponsored Lily. I'll do you a favor.
Chelsea, just apologize publicly. And give me 30% of the Jenkins Group shares. Plus 20 million for emotional distress. I'll drop the legal case.
This is our final compromise. Don't be ungrateful.
President Jenkins, you hurt this girl so many times. Asking for 30% of the shares is letting you off easy.
30% shares and 20 million? Chuck, Lily, you've really planned this out. But I refuse. You think a forged document, Can control me, Chelsea? I don't buy it. Officers, I request a handwriting analysis on this document. If it's proven real, I'll confess. But if it's a frame-up, I'll make sure they rot in prison.
Chelsea, you want to make this ugly? Why bother? Agree to our terms, we'll both compromise, and you'll keep most of your property. Otherwise, once the results are out, you'll lose everything.
Chuck, the results aren't even out yet. And you think you've won?
Regarding the results, Chelsea, if I weren't fully prepared, would I have called everyone here? Today's show was arranged just for you.
Chelsea, I don't want to see you in prison. I just want an apology.
Lily, stop acting. You just want money, don't you? An apology? I was blind to sponsor you.
Chelsea, how can you say that? I've always been grateful to you. I just don't want you to keep making mistakes.
Yes, Chelsea. Lily and I want you to choose justice over family. You're getting more and more deluded. You brought this on yourself.
The handwriting results are out. Based on various assessments, the signature on the agreement matches Miss Jenkins' handwriting. It's confirmed to be authentic.
Could there be a mistake in the test? Our Chelsea would never sign such an agreement. You must be framing her again.
How is it impossible? This was tested by an authoritative body and verified by the police. Glee, it's come to this. Are you still so stubborn?
Chelsea, the results are in. Evidence doesn't lie. If you apologize to me, I can ask the officers for leniency.
Lily, I don't know where you got my handwriting. Since you have evidence to frame me, I can prove my innocence.
Isn't it true? You can't conceive, so you want my child. That's the truth.
You keep saying I'm infertile, that he assaulted you, and you say, you were with me countless times, but I didn't get pregnant, so I signed that agreement. But have you considered, what if my body is perfectly normal, and I have no fertility issues at all?
No, Chelsea. In all of River City, who doesn't know Chelsea is infertile? Hey, do you think you can fool the police this way?
How do you know that the rumors everyone heard were true? Look closely. This is my medical report from 3 months ago. Gynecology, reproductive system, endocrine. Everything is normal. I'm not infertile. I never have been.
Impossible. Then why does everyone say you are?
Because I leaked that news myself. In the early days of the Jones family, many men used marriage as a pretext to harass me. I just wanted to focus on work back then. I didn't expect this pleasant surprise from you today. Gary, you claim I made you assault Lily to give me her baby. But my body is perfectly fine. Why would I need a surrogate?
E.
Gary, what else do you have to say for yourself? Think carefully. Are you really going to throw away your life? For a woman like her? Speak up. Who exactly put you up to this?
It was her. She made me do it. It was her. She made me do it.
Bullshit? You committed the crime yourself. Now you're trying to frame someone else? Trying to protect your wife? Think about your family. Don't you want the money anymore? If you talk nonsense, I'll make your whole family suffer.
Officer, I want to report something. Chuck is threatening the witness.
I remembered wrong just now. No one put me up to this. I am Chelsea's husband.
Gary, think carefully. The officer is right here. No one dares to threaten you. Don't keep making the same mistake.
Chelsea isn't sick, but she never lets me touch her. She likes women. She thinks I'm disgusting. So she wanted Lily to have a child for the Jenkins family, That way, she wouldn't have to force herself to sleep with me.
So, Chelsea asked me to her house 3 years ago, just to use me as a surrogate.
Fine. One of you says I'm infertile. And the other says, I won't let you touch me. Does what you three are saying even make sense together? You're just bullying Chelsea because she's an orphan, with no family to testify for her?
Chelsea, you have a huge business. We're all just poor people. It's only natural we change our stories under your threats.
Exactly. Chelsea, good triumphs over evil. You ordered your brother-in-law to assault me, so you must compensate me.
Good triumphs over evil? Very well, Chuck Lily. Since you want evidence, I'll give it to you.
Chelsea, stop trying to spin the story here. What's your evidence? Gary is your husband. That agreement is real too. Just because you say so, you think you can twist the truth?
You're the one twisting the truth. Glee, show them the evidence. Chuck, you claim you had this man force Lily to get her pregnant and carry on the Jenkins family line. But have you ever considered? This man is completely infertile.
Chelsea, what do you mean?
I just pulled reports from 3 different hospitals. They show that this man, the one you claim is my husband and got Lily pregnant, suffers from severe azoospermia. He can't get any woman pregnant. Chuck, you used an infertile man to force Lily to produce an heir. Your plan was flawed from the start.
Correct. This report is from a legitimate hospital, along with an appraisal report. Everything Miss Chelsea said is true.
So Gary is actually infertile. Then how could CEO Jenkins have him force Lily to conceive? This is slander. This Gary has been taking Chuck's side since the start. They must be working together.
Don't listen to her nonsense. Chelsea, with your wealth, is it hard to bribe a hospital?
Exactly. As a woman, why would I risk my dignity? Chelsea, don't think your power lets you twist the truth.
Gary, the evidence is conclusive. You suffer from azoospermia. You can't get anyone pregnant. Are you going to keep lying?
Gary, Chelsea and I are giving you one last chance. If you come clean, we can let this go. But if you remain stubborn, then don't blame the law for being heartless.
Gary, they're just bluffing. That report must be fake. They're trying to trick you.
Gary, still making this mistake? If I can find that report, I can find others. Do you really want me to show more evidence?
Right? If you don't speak up now, the Jenkins Group's legal team will show no mercy.
Gary, why are you panicking? That report must be fake. Whether you did it or not, don't you know?
Gary, you're suspected of coercion, extortion, and perjury. You face at least 10 years in prison. Think it through.
I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. Chuck forced me to do it. He drugged me to force Lily. He even filmed it. Yes. Chuck told me to pose as Chelsea's husband to help him with the extortion. Then he'd call it even. Otherwise, he'd send me to prison.
Holy crap. Chuck, are you even human? Forcing your own girlfriend for money?
Gary, explain yourself. When did I ever force you?
What a scumbag.
I knew Chuck was no good. He's the one behind this poor Lily having a boyfriend like him.
Gary, you're full of lies. Do you have evidence? You posed as Chelsea's husband and threatened Lily and me not to call the police. And you even forced Lily. Lily and I are the victims.
Chuck, you've been reported for a felony. It's illegal. Think you can just talk your way out of this?
Exactly, Chuck. What's your excuse now? Save your lies for the police.
Mr. Hunter, you're suspected of planning coercion and defamation. Come with us for investigation now.
Wait! We're innocent. Gary is framing us. We're just here for justice.
Yes, Lily's right. Gary set us up. Lily and I are innocent. We fell for his trap.
Listen, everyone. Chuck and I are from the country. Chuck saw I was wronged, so he came for justice. We really thought he was Chelsea's husband. That's why we came.
Lily has a point. How could two young kids know how cruel the world is? It's Gary claiming to be CEO Jenkins' husband that caused this farce. So Lily and the others are just like CEO Jenkins. They're all victims. The only one at fault is Gary.
Chuck, you're so shameless. Passing your own blame onto someone else. Are you going to say framing me was my fault too?
Exactly. Even if this wasn't done by you, Gary bullied Lily in your name. Don't you bear any responsibility. You should pay us for mental distress.
Chuck, you really are shameless. Still trying to extort money at this point?
Chuck, you're doomed, and yet you're thinking about money? You should worry about not spending your life in prison.
What prison? Lily and I are from the country. What if we made a mistake? Why would a rich person like you be so petty with us?
Cut it out. Does being rural let you frame people? If you do wrong, you face the consequences.
Do you still think the man you hired will willingly take the fall for you?
Chuck, Lily, you two are unbelievable. What did you promise me? Now that things went south, you push it all on me.
Do you have proof? Huh? You think you can frame me just by talking?
Chuck, you think I'd work with someone like you without a backup plan? You sold me out first. Even if I go to prison, I'm taking you down with me.
Prison? You'd better think twice. Even if I go to prison, I'll be out eventually.
My business is none of your concern.
Take the money and run once it's done. Use the identity of Chelsea's husband just this once. Remember, no matter what happens, stick to the story. You are her husband. If our stories match, she's finished.
Chuck, any last words?
Chuck, your crimes are set in stone. Just wait for the law to catch up with you.
Did everyone see that? This farce was full of twists. But the truth is, finally out, who knew the victim was the culprit? It's Chuck. He framed her for money.
Wait! You can't arrest me! I have something to say. That recording is definitely fake. I want a forensic test. Chelsea, you're framing me. You must have bribed him. You think you can clear your name like this?
Me? Framing you? Chuck, you're still unrepentant. Someone like you belongs in prison forever.
Enough, Mr. Hunter. The truth is out. The three of you, none of you are getting away.
Chuck, you said it was foolproof. You've ruined me.
Why say that now? It's useless now.
CEO Jenkins, I'm sorry. We were blinded by them before. That's why we accused you. Please forgive our ignorance. We'll be more careful from now on. We won't be fooled again.
It's fine. You were just upholding justice. If no one speaks out against injustice, then who will stand up for justice? How would the wronged ever clear their names?
Exactly. It's finally over. The truth has come to light. Everyone can go now. Good thing you were prepared. Otherwise, they would have successfully framed you.
I didn't expect it either. That Lily could be so heartless. She almost took me down with her. Luckily, she thought you were my husband. It actually worked out in our favor.
Miss Jenkins, we'll take them in for questioning tonight. I heard you've been supporting him for 3 years. What else do you have? to say to Lily?
She brought this on herself. I have nothing to say.
Let's go.
Chelsea, I'm innocent. Please, have mercy. I know I was wrong. Chuck tricked me.
Lily, what are you talking about? You and Chuck conspired to harm me. You're one of the masterminds, and now you want me to plead for you?
No, I'm the victim. It was him! He and Gary teamed up to rape me. Then they lied about him being my brother-in-law to make me cause trouble. They promised me money for treatment after I made a scene. But I never imagined. Gary was the one who hired them. I really thought it was my brother-in-law.
Lily, are you crazy? Do you know what you're saying?
Chuck, you're the one who's crazy. I treated you as my dearest, but you're the one who hurt me most. Now my reputation and innocence are gone. And you're still letting me go to jail.
Fine, I admit it. I did it all.
Chuck, don't talk nonsense. You and Lily are clearly in this together. How could she not know?
Clay, enough. Cases depend on evidence. Why should I admit to things I didn't do? You think everyone can lie through their teeth like you?
You?
Officer, I'll take responsibility for my words. This whole thing. I did it all alone. Hiring people to hurt Lily and impersonating Chelsea's husband and the DNA report. And this document, I did it all by myself. Lily knew nothing about it.
Chuck!
Shut up! I'm taking the fall. I don't need your pity. You should hate me. I ruined your life. I was wrong this time. I'll repay you in the next life. In this life. Just act like you never met me.
We'll verify these leads. If there's no trace of Lily in this case, then we'll release Lily according to law.
Chelsea, did you hear that? He confessed to everything. I'm innocent.
So what?
So for the sake of our 3-year bond, help me get out, please? Once I'm out, I'll listen to you and study hard. I'll stop messing around.
Lily, I thought you still had a bit of conscience. I didn't expect you to backstab me for profit. And even abandon your own boyfriend.
What do you mean by that?
Why can't I criticize you? Decency and shame. Lily, is there anything you won't throw away?
Chelsea, just scold me. Anyway, it's for my own good. I don't hate you, really. Say whatever you want.
Lily, have you no shame? You've done so many wrong things. You almost ruined Chelsea's life. And now you think playing the victim will get you forgiveness? Is that it? I'm telling you, absolutely impossible.
Chelsea.
Fine. I'll give you a chance.
Chelsea, you can't listen to her. Lily is a repeat offender. If you let her go now, she'll hurt you again next time.
Glee, what do you mean? Chelsea is being kind and giving me a chance. You're just jealous of our bond.
I'll give you a chance. But you must tell me everything you've done wrong. Tell me every single detail.
I'll talk. I'll say everything. I got into fights in school. I stole money from home. I scammed classmates. Is that enough? I've told you everything, Chelsea. Can you forgive me now?
Of course. Not. Of course. Not.
You're playing me.
I said I'd give you a chance. But I never said I'd forgive you just because you confessed.
Chelsea, I knew I could trust you.
Lily, do you really think I, Chelsea, built my empire from nothing? Building such a huge Jenkins group, do I look like some naive pushover?
Chelsea, did you forget our 3-year bond? I was sincere to you all those years.
It's because of that bond that I forgave your ignorant mistakes.
Chelsea, believe me, this is the last time.
No more chances. In this lifetime. You will never get my forgiveness. Officer, did you hear Lily's crimes just now? Can I now unilaterally terminate her sponsorship contract?
Lily is suspected of extortion and perjury. The facts are clear. As her sponsor, Miss Jenkins has the right to terminate the contract and hold her legally accountable.
Lily, this is the contract I used to sponsor you. From today on, this contract is void. And I'll have my lawyer recover every cent of sponsorship from these 3 years. Living expenses, medical bills, tuition, every penny. From now on, Lily, we're done.
Why are you so vicious? You have everything. Why must you ruin me? I have nothing left. Can't you leave me a way out?
Me ruining you? Did you leave me a way out when you and Chuck plotted against me? Someone like you will never be forgiven.
Lily, people like you only blame others for your own mistakes. You lived off Chelsea for 3 years without ever saying thank you, and now you backstab her. Now she's just taking back what never belonged to you. And you call her vicious? Do you have any shame?
So what? It's Chelsea's fault. She shouldn't have helped, or helped me to the end.
Lily, you think being poor lets you be a jerk. I helped you because I pitied you, not because I owed you. Lily, with that mindset of yours, you deserve to be a loser forever. Officer, is the truth clear now? I demand Chuck and Lily face legal consequences immediately.
The evidence is solid. They won't get away.
Lily, you bitch. I already confessed. Can't escape, can you?
If not for you, I wouldn't have ended up like this.
It's finally over.
These criminals got what they deserved.
Let's go. Chelsea, I really have to hand it to you. After everything with Lily, you're still thinking about charity.
That's exactly why I must do it. As they say, education brings enlightenment. If I stop educating those in Jenkins' family village, who knows what she'll become later.
You're too kind-hearted. People are complicated. Jenkins' family village is full of Lily's relatives. If they're like her, they'll hate you forever instead of being grateful. Lily is in jail now. I bet she's cursing you every day.
Why bring her up again? She and Chuck were sent to prison yesterday. They'll never get out. From now on...
Hey everyone! Do you see this? This is the office of the president of Jenkins Group. This woman Chelsea plotted against me. She wanted me in prison, but she didn't expect that I, Lily, would be back.
Lily, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be in prison?
You really thought you could lock me up? I'm here to settle the score today.
Chelsea, look, this is the verdict from Chuck and Lily's case.
How is this possible? Chuck took all the blame himself. Lily was acquitted.
What on earth did you say to Chuck?
Chuck sacrificed himself so that I could get my revenge. You ruined our lives. So of course, we won't let you off. I'm here to tell the whole world that all Jenkins Group's plans over the last 3 years and product reports were all written by me. And Chelsea, you stole all my hard work. She's nothing but a thief.
Lily, you were just sent to prison for lying yesterday. And here you go again. Are you trying to get yourself killed?
Because I'm not the one who's finished today. You are. Hey everyone, take a good look everyone, at this woman named Chelsea. She claimed to support me but stole my work. I'm here today to take back my Jenkins Group.
Isn't she the one who framed CEO Jenkins yesterday? Why is she back?
She's definitely up to no good. Does she think we're still that gullible?
CEO Jenkins, just ignore her. Just ban her account.
Lily, you have the nerve to go live? The authorities cleared everything yesterday. You're just an extortionist. What? Are you here to beg for mercy? Or just for the attention?
This is the evidence. These are all the Jenkins Group product plans and reports from 3 years. I wrote them all myself. Chelsea stole my ideas. Chelsea, do you dare admit it? Do you dare show everyone?
That's so many documents. Could Lily be telling the truth?
It must be true. Lily wouldn't bring them out if it wasn't true. There's a limit to faking things.
Everyone, wait a moment. There might be a plot twist. Let's wait for CEO Jenkins' explanation.
She wrote all this in 3 years. If it's true, CEO Jenkins is quite terrible.
Lily, stop twisting the facts. You lived in Chelsea's home for years. Was it hard to steal some files? She gave you food and shelter. Now you're even using office scrap paper as evidence? These things have no legal weight as evidence.
Glay, what nonsense are you saying? Listen to yourself. Does that even make sense? Me steal? Could I steal design drafts from 3 years ago? What do you mean, no legal weight? This evidence has been notarized. This is intellectual property. The past 3 years of Jenkins Group IP is mine. You guys are the thieves.
Lily, you're lying through your teeth.
Are you sure you have the company's contracts for the past 3 years?
I'm sure this evidence has been notarized.
Why only 3 years? Because you joined the Jenkins family 3 years ago, letting you steal contracts and plans.
Exactly, Lily. Why do you only have records for these 3 years? It's precisely because of those 3 years that you could live in Chelsea's home. You're the thief.
Glee, stop talking nonsense. It was Chelsea who stole my ideas. So she's the thief.
Lily, you're shifting the blame.
Chelsea, weren't you so articulate? Then explain it to everyone.
I have nothing to explain.
Did you hear that, everyone? She said she has nothing to say because of her guilty conscience. Chelsea, since you've given up, I'll give you one last chance. Transfer the Jenkins Group to me right now, and drop all charges against Chuck. Or else, I'll make you worse off than a homeless person. Worse than a beggar, even.
Lily is actually telling the truth. Now, Chelsea doesn't even dare to argue back.
No wonder. Why the Jenkins Group went from being worthless 3 years ago to suddenly becoming the giant corporation in our city. So it was Chelsea. It was Chelsea who plagiarized Lily's ideas.
Poor Lily. Her ideas were stolen and she's getting kicked out. Support her rights. Keep the comments coming, guys. Support Lily's fight for justice. Kick Chelsea out of the Jenkins Group.
I bet everyone on the internet is supporting me now. Chelsea, get out of my office right now. What are you laughing at? Do you think I'm really incapable of making you homeless? I'm no longer that pathetic loser you used to know.
I know you're capable of it, but you won't be able to.
I can't? Chelsea, you don't still think I'm that obedient little girl from 3 years ago, do you?
It seems my refusal to explain has given you the wrong idea. I'm not backing down. It's just that I don't want to explain things to you. There's someone else who can explain it.
Chelsea and I have a meeting with someone today. She'll give you an explanation on our behalf.
What kind of tricks are you playing now? I'm telling you, the Jenkins Group must change ownership today. Otherwise, even a god couldn't save you.
Fine. Say the rest to her then.
Lily, who are you planning to make homeless? Do I really have to get on my knees and beg you? Is that what it'll take?
Mom? What are you doing here? Aren't you back in our hometown?
Lily, don't call me Mom. You dare use this junk phone to slander people. I don't deserve to be your mother.
Incredible. No wonder. CEO Jenkins isn't afraid of Lily's slander. It's because they brought Lily's mom here.
Did you guys see that? Even Lily's mother is testifying for CEO Jenkins. Now you know who the truly innocent one is.
Mom, did she bring you here?
I didn't need her to call me. I came on my own. The whole village knows what you did yesterday. Don't you know CEO Jenkins is the benefactor of Jenkins Family Village? You and Chuck treated her like this. I'm too ashamed to show my face.
Mom, you're my mother. Why don't you believe me? She's lying to you. I'm the innocent one.
Exploit-me? Lily, do you have any idea who funded your tuition when you couldn't afford college? It was CEO Jenkins. Who paid your father's hospital bills? CEO Jenkins again, building roads, electricity, and schools for our village. CEO Jenkins paid for everything. She's the benefactor of our entire village. Tell me, how could she exploit me?
Mom, what nonsense are you talking about? What did she drug you with? Everyone, did you see that? Chelsea is bribing my own mother to cover up the truth. She's an unforgivable sinner!
Lily is so shameless. Even her own mother is testifying, but she's still framing her benefactor for money. How shameless! This old lady seems sincere.
You all heard what she said. CEO Jenkins paid for everything in Jenkins Family Village. Why is such a good person being bullied by this bitch?
To all the viewers, my name is Chloe. I'm from Jenkins Family Village. What CEO Jenkins has done for us could never be fully told. Lily, do you remember what you said before college? You said, Mom, when I'm successful, I must repay CEO Jenkins. What are you doing now? Instead of repaying her, you're hurting her. Are you even human?
I don't know.
Fine. Since you won't change, you're no longer my daughter. Lily, it's my fault for not raising you right. I can't teach you anymore, and I've failed my benefactor. Didn't you say before you'd prove your innocence with your life? Today, I'll use my old life to prove CEO Jenkins' innocence.
Mom.
Don't do anything reckless.
Lily, I'm begging you. Please stop this.
Lily is such a monster, pushing her own mother to this point. Caught between her worthless daughter and her benefactor, she's torn apart.
Lily, do you have any conscience left? Your mother is dying for you.
Scum, like Lily, doesn't deserve to live.
Lily, do you have any humanity left? If you're still human at all, you'd know what to do now.
Lily, I was going to teach you a lesson, but for your mother's sake, if you turn yourself in, I'll let it go.
Lily, CEO Jenkins, is willing to forgive you if you keep being stubborn from now on. I'm disowning you.
I'm sorry. I was wrong. I confess. I'm sorry to everyone. I'm sorry to all of you. I'm going to the police right now.
All right. Once signed, this contract is effective immediately. Jenkins Group's aid to Jenkins Family Village can officially begin.
Chelsea, I discouraged charity before to keep you from getting hurt again. But I understand now. You're doing the right thing.
Not everyone is like Lily. Many children in Jenkins Family Village need help.
Poverty and lack of education in Jenkins Family Village caused Lily's tragedy. Once the school is built, the kids will have books to read.
I've sponsored scholarships and grants for this school. To make sure every child can go to school, as long as they want to study, I'll support them all the way. So every child gets the education they deserve. So that tragedies like Lily never happen again. That's the real meaning of what I'm doing.
Chelsea, you really are still the same as ever.